All right, everybody, welcome back. Thank you for joining me here on the MultiGen Collectables YouTube channel. If you are subscribed to the channel, thank you so much. If you are not subscribed and you're here for the very first time, or maybe you've joined us a few times and you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button so you know that these videos are coming out every Monday and Thursday for you to stumble across and spend some time with me as we go through the collection of my youth. All right? If you enjoy the journey, if you enjoy the stories behind the cards and the collection, and maybe whatever my grandmother left behind in a note, on a sticky note, or on a piece of paper, hey, that's what this is all about, seeing what we find. And speaking of seeing what we find, as you see in front of you, this was from the last video. These were some of the pulls from the last video. The MJ rookie class card, the Jeter Future Foundation, and the A-Rod Future Foundation cards. And that's not even including the up close and personal cards that we have here. For example, this Juan Gonzalez with the silver stamped foil signature, and the Barry Bonds with the silver stamped foil signature. So we're gonna have to get all these cards sleeved up soon. And if any of these cards call your attention, you want to purchase them, let's try to make a deal if you're interested in any or all. Okay, again, this is 1994 Collector's Choice Upper Deck. We saw the signature card in the first video, I believe. Now this is the base card without the signature. So starting things off, we have Juan Gonzalez, followed by Omar Vizquel. By this point, he was with the Cleveland team. Tom Henke, Dave Valle, multiples, Ben Rivera. Oh, look at Pudge. Look at Pudge on the horizontal portrait. You know what? I bet you this would look really, really dope with the signature on it. And 1, 2, and 3. No signatures. Let's see, 94 would be his third or fourth year. Yep, third year. Look who we have here. Nonetheless, though, the Pudge card is a great card. Hall of Famer, right? Speaking of Hall of Fame, look at Jim Thome. Look at this Thome card. That's nice. Jim Thome, Hall of Famer. Jose Bautista. Mike Jackson. We have Eddie Taubensee, Albert Bell. Now I'm wondering which cards actually have the signatures and which don't. Now I feel like I need to take my time. Oh man, the legend himself, Tony Fernandez, such a great player, dude. Fernandez was such a great player. Jesse Orozco, Leo Gomez. I think Leo Gomez ended up having a pretty decent run on television, right? If I'm not mistaken. Brian Terang, Steve Howe, Tim Hires. I want to say Leo Gomez has had a career on TV for over a couple decades now, or at least over a decade. Oh, look at this Barry Bonds card. This is actually kind of clean. I was not expecting a throwback uniform Barry Bonds. Look at that. I'm feeling that. Barry Bonds in the throwback Giants uniform. Look at that. Look at the back. San Francisco Seals. So is this a throwback Giants uniform, or is this a Negro League team? If you know, let me know. If you know, let me know. That's a clean card, though. Jeff Brantley, Rafael Palmeiro. I love the photography. Love the photography. I love the quality of the card. It's got that gloss. The cardstock is nice and thick. Definitely feel like you had a step up in the gloss. It's got a little stickiness to it though. Not gonna lie, little stickiness. But I don't know if that's because of time in these boxes or if that's what, you know, the gloss does. Let's see, Rob Nen, Bernansky, Damon Berryhill. We have Vince Coleman stealing bases for Toronto. Or sorry, Kansas City. You have a John Olerud warming up the arm. Mitch Wild Thing Williams. Look at Wild Thing. Stan Javier Hansen, Henry Rodriguez, the ageless Eddie Murray, playing for Cleveland by that point. I want to say his career came to an end shortly after that. I want to say. Reardon, also an ageless one. Look at Bagwell. Jeff Bagwell. Salkeld. Who do we have? Oh, I'm glad I didn't skip that. Look at this dude. Look who this is. A little stickiness. Look at Pedro Martinez. Look at that card. Look at Pedro with the curl. This is before Boston and after the Dodgers. Whoa. And we only have one. Willie McGee stealing bases. Such a great player, Willie McGee. Very dependable. I'm tripping off that Pedro Martinez card. Future Hall of Famer. I know he's had a career on television as well for some time. Here we have Greg Vaughn on the horizontal. Vaughn on the horizontal portrait. I don't know how I feel about that card. It's cool. It's cool, but with a player like Greg Vaughn was at this time, I'd rather have an in-game photo, right? Like this guy, Mark Dewey. Give me an in-game photo. Jeff Russell, Dwight Smith. Give me an in-game action shot for Greg Vaughn swinging the bat, because he was crushing the ball in '94. Otis Nixon, also the ageless one. Charles Nagy. Nagy was a killer at that time too. David Need. We have Bob Welch. Oh, look at Dion. Glad I didn't skip that. Some of these cards have a slight stick to the other. Look who that is. Deion Sanders. Now we remember, Atlanta won the World Series in '94. They did not win it in they won it in '95. They did not win it in '94. I don't remember which year Deion went to Cincinnati. So I don't remember if Deion won a World Series with Atlanta in the '94 season he was with them. If y'all know, let me know. There's Bob Welch, such a great pitcher for the Oakland A's and the Dodgers before that. If you know whether or not Deion won a World Series with the Atlanta Braves, let me know. Otherwise, I'll have to Google it, which I will at some point. But hey, drop a comment. If you got into this part of the video, that's part of our trivia for today. Our trivia question for today: did Deion Sanders win a World Series with the Braves in '95? Or was he already signed to the Reds at that point? All right. Mark Portugal, Todd Worrell, Gaetti, Kenny Lofton, fan favorite, should be in the Hall of Fame. I'll go out in the record and say that. Kenny Lofton should be in the Hall of Fame. No questions asked. Eric Davis, Look at that. Eric Davis. Should Eric Davis be in the Hall of Fame? Got two of them. Huh. Canseco. I don't know how I feel about this card. I don't know how I feel about this card. I'm not feeling it. By this point, Canseco had lost a lot of his fans, man. I think by this point, it was safe to say that home run off the top of his head in 94 or 95, he was already on the decline. Such a disappointment for many of us who were Canseco fans in Oakland. I don't know. Just wasn't the best. But then he went on and played with the Yankees and kind of had like a little mini resurgence with the Yankees in the mid to late 90s, right? Yeah, I don't know. Not feeling that card though. I just don't care for the photography. Again, you have somebody who was crushing the ball. Why not have an in-game shot like this? You know, Lee Smith at the end of his career still getting action photos. Ryan Sandberg, look at that action photo. It's a great shot. Great player, great shot. Get that person that is known for what they do on the field. Get them in action. It's not a special insert card, right? It's a base card. If it's a base card, get them in action, man. Like Roger Clemens. Look at that. In action. In game. I don't know. That kind of pissed me off. I'm gonna be real. I could kind of see what they're trying to do. Rick Sutcliffe, Hall of Famer, right? I could kind of see what they're trying to do, but I don't agree with it. But hey, who am I? I'm just a kid that collected cards. And now here I am as a grown-ass man going back through them for the very first time in the last 30 years, looking at these cards for the very first time. Look at Dennis Martinez with the chalk bag. Ozzy laying down the tag. Laying down the tag. Got a couple of those. Brett Boone. Jack Morris towards the end of his career. Again, Hall of Famer as well. Will Clark. I've heard some interesting stories about this man. By this point, with the Rangers, I think this is around the time that he had that really bad, I think, foot injury, right? A foot injury, a leg injury, broke his leg, I think it was. Broke his foot. That's interesting. All right. Last little stack, and then we'll go into part 4. 1994 Upper Deck Collector's Choice. I think I like the inserts more than the base. This is like one of those times where you can definitively say the inserts, Kevin Brown, the inserts were really nice, you know? Robbie Thompson. He's also in that San Francisco Seals uniform. Mark Lewis. Jose Vizcaíno with the New York Mets. Jaime Navarro. Howard Johnson. Again, I didn't realize he played for the Rockies, but there he is. Signing an autograph. Look at that. Signing a baseball at the stadium. How cool is that? Capture that on picture, or capture that in photo. Delino DeShields wearing the face mask. Okay. So it looks like he had an injury, huh? Had to play with a face mask. Okay. Delino. I see you. Steve Finley. Willie Banks. But not the Tybo Willie Banks. That's a different Willie Banks. Not Tybo, the Chicago Cubs pitcher. Kevin Bass. Pat Listash. You know what's wild? Pat Listash won Rookie of the Year in 1989. You know who else was a rookie in 1989? Yeah, the kid. Ken Griffey Jr. was a rookie in 1989 and did not win Rookie of the Year. Pat Listash did. I didn't know that for years and years, and then learned that recently. Dwight Gooden, the Doc. Look at Doc Gooden. That's a cool horizontal in-game photo. Thank you for the in-game photo, especially for some of these players that are, notable players. Give me the in-game photo. Don't give me a portrait of them lifting weights pregame or at practice. Jim Edmonds. Again, Jim Edmonds, Tim Salmon, Chad Curtis. That was an exciting lineup for the Angels in the mid-90s into the late 90s. Bobby Thigpen with the Mariners. Again, didn't know that until a couple videos ago. And lastly, we're going to finish off with the greatest ever. Look at that. Rickey Henderson. We're going to finish off with 3 Rickies. How about that? Nothing beats having 3 Rickies, right? The greatest to ever do it. That's a nice photo. This is what I'm talking about. In-game action photos. It gets no better than that, right? That's what you would expect from card companies when it comes to, notable players. All right, so here's what we got. We've got that much left from this box, and we're gonna tackle that in part 4. So when we come back together in part 4, we are going to see what we have left. So far in part 3, we've gone through a lot of the base cards. You've heard me complain about some of the photo options that they used for some of the more notable players. And you know what? I think I say that also because this is 1994. By now, you have these card companies who recognized how big of an industry the sports card industry was. And you have these card companies like Upper Deck, as you see in front of you, pumping out sets with 4, 5, 6 different inserts, and you have the signature parallels in 2 different colors. You have a silver signature, a gold signature, and the parallel base with no signature. So it's like, come on now, y'all know what's going on. Y'all know what you're doing. Give us some really dope photography for all of the better players. Give me the in-game action shot, not working out pre-game or during spring training, not like this one, crushing the ball with his hands in the clubhouse or in the dugout. Like, give me an action shot, right? Give me an action shot of these really notable players, because the photography means so much. The photography means so much. But again, maybe I'm just complaining. I digress. All right, y'all. Enough of that. Enough of me throwing the fit of these cards from 30 years ago when I was 15. All right? 14, 15 years old me is speaking out. I have some things on my mind. All right? So we'll see you in the next video, I hope, for part 4. And hopefully you've been entertained. Hopefully you've been intrigued. Hopefully you've seen some cards that took you for a journey, a blast from the past, in which now nostalgia is really kicking in and you're saying to yourself, I think I really remember that time. That was a great time in card collecting. All right? So we'll see you in the next video. Thank you again for watching and spending some time with me today. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll see you in the next one, y'all. Peace out.